Oh, we're on the air. We are on the air. Hey guys, welcome to the VFX show, the show that teaches you how to do visual effects for your next film. And today I'm going to be teaching you how to do a cool 80's thing. Cool 80's title, let's watch it. Okay, so that's what I'm going to teach you today. Now, here's the thing. This is my first live episode called the VFX show live, and we're still recording. That's amazing. We're live, and I'm pretty sure nobody's watching right now. But all you guys can see is my After Effects. Yeah, 0 people are watching right now. Okay, that's cool. Well, anyways, it's fine. I like shooting it live anyway, so I'm gonna teach you how to do this. Right here. This is pretty nice sequence. Now, let me tell you before. Okay, we're gonna just start it off. Okay. New sequence. We call this VFX show 80's. Oh, whoops. Let's just type it in. Okay, so here's the. So I'm making a 80's type film called The Wrath of the Undead, and I just made it's like an 80's style film, and I'm just gonna this is just so people know what it's gonna look like and kind of how it's gonna work. So today I'm gonna show you how to do that. So you'll need I added a couple more fonts. So I found some fonts online. I totally forget what those fonts are named. So I'm just gonna add some text here. And let me check over here. Okay, the Undead is a text called Schlop, SHLOP right here. And then the other, these ones were called Death Rattle, BB. So check that out. This is kind of like an 80's horror film title. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm actually just gonna have it. We'll just have it like this. Call it make this white for now. And then what we'll do is we'll add another text there, new text, or Control Alt Shift T, and the VFX, Control Alt Shift T, shell. Did I spell that right? No, I didn't. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of arrange this down here. So let's get safe search on here, or action safe search, and I'm gonna put the up here, and the is gonna be a really small text about there, and then the VFX, that's gonna be like the big one, and the show is gonna be pretty big as well. Get it there. Let's make the VFX a little bit down, and then this. Okay, so now we kind of have like a placement for them. Put that in the middle. So now we have a placement. Now I'm gonna see what I want the fonts to be. So I'm going to take the VFX here, and I'm going to change this to Death Rattle. Okay, there we are. Death Rattle. That looks cool. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add another one. I'm probably just going to use the other one, Schlop, on that one, and then I'll probably have Death Rattle on this, yeah. Okay, so let's us put a background in. Okay, so we'll recolor this later, but we'll take the layer, hit Control Y. That will add a new solid. We're gonna make this a black solid, and we're gonna call this BG. Okay, and make comp size and go down. We probably don't need save anymore. Safe action anymore. So, little tip. I usually always add a gradient to backgrounds and like solids. Even like the slightest gradient will make your your solid look more professional. And I know it's kind of like super simple effect, but really I started adding gradients to all of my solids, even if it's as simple as having you have a black background with a very gray color. That makes it look better than having just black background. So we're gonna make this a purple color. I don't know. Let's make it about that, and let's fix up the ramp. We want this like pretty low, but we want it not to affect a lot. Say it again. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, now we have kind of like this cool effect. Now I'm gonna add an atmosphere onto here. I'm gonna push it in a bit. Okay. Now we got kind of the atmosphere. I'm gonna scale it up. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Now what we want to do is tint this. Now tint is a very cool effect because it's not just black and white. You can change this to any color and it will look pretty cool. So let's make this purple. Now the cool thing about this is even if you add the fog, I think that's like way too overpowering. Once you add this and you just bring this down to like just a little bit, it still gives you like this atmospheric effect, and you don't really see it as much. But let me bring it down even lower. Yeah, that looks cool. Let's actually bring it up a bit more, like 12 opacity. See, now you have this effect that you didn't have before. Okay, now it's time to add coloring and whatnot. Now before I do that, I'm just going to add a drop shadow to all of my text. I just get a habit of doing this just because even if you have a black background, it still helps if you have another thing in the background, and it just looks better. Okay, so let's work on this. Now let's go to the VFX show, go to character, and let's color this what we want. We'll take this color, we'll make this a good purple. Now that's too pink. Make it That looks good. And do that to there as well. Alright, and then on the show, actually, I'm probably not even going to make this purple. Ah, that's fine. And then we'll make this dark red. Okay, now you see where we're going at. Now, let's see here. I'm even thinking about adding a gradient to some of these. Just adding a simple gradient and see if that looks better if let's go to gradient ramp, put that in the show. Okay, let's make this dark red. And then let's make this a purplish red. Oh yeah, that looks way better. Yeah, that looks a lot more better than the other one. Okay, I'm actually going to do that with this one as well. Bring the black down all the way, and then bring the white bit down farther, and we'll take this one, make it this purple, take this white, and we'll make it like red. Like to show, maybe it's because, that's kind of adding global illumination and kind of putting that effect on there. But let's actually, yeah, that looks super cool. Okay, we'll just duplicate Control C, Control V onto the. Okay, yeah, that looks pretty sweet, if I may say so myself. Okay, now what I did over here is I added a triangle. I don't know why, I just like adding triangles. Okay, um, so how did I make the triangle? What I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna make sure nothing is selected. Oh, one thing. Make sure nothing is selected. Take the star tool. Make sure there's no fill. Um, go to fill and make sure there's none fill. Then take the. Actually, it doesn't matter what color it is right now. Okay, now put this. Make the star like that. Okay. Now what we want to do. We want to bring the points down to 3. Okay, so now the polystar is now just a triangle. Okay, now we'll just place that on there, and now we have a cool triangle. Put that below there, and what? It looks cool, right? Okay, now we'll add a gradient to the shape as well. We'll make it purple on top and black on bottom, like it's dark black, dark purple. Okay. No, I think the stroke isn't big enough, so go down here to stroke and we'll bring up the width, just like so. Now we got a cool triangle. I should bring up the 3 probably. That would probably. Oh. 4 probably. Yeah, 4. 4 looks good. And well, what did I do to this one to make it look cool? Oh yeah, I dropped a shadow on it. Okay, dropped a shadow, made it seem like more, cool. And yeah, so what I want to do is take all of this. Oh, I'm actually going to pre-compose these 3 texts. Pre-compose, just call it, and terst. Okay, take the shape and also pre-compose that, just because the shape, and I want it to be a triangle. We'll parent the shape to that, and then we'll scale up this. Okay, it's about there, and now you see we're getting somewhere. Now obviously what you can do is you can make them 3D like I did and have it come in like that, but I don't think I'm going to do that today. I think I'm just going to show you how to do the hand effect. Okay, now the hand, I actually just recorded a green screen shot of my hand sideways. And this was actually a very good shot. Yeah, this is the one I used. I'm going to rotate this. And as you can see, I'm going to put this in between there, and I'm going to add a key light effect. And I went more in depth with this. I added a mask, obviously, but obviously you can just, take that, change it to screen matte, and pre-blur here, give it some pre-blur, and go up to here, change sort of this to make sure that mostly everything goes away, and actually that looks good, and it cuts out most stuff. Okay, now, oh, whoops, put this back down. The final result. Now, since I'm not actually going to use that, I'm actually going to use the gradient, the effect that I've used way too many times. But again, I can't tell you enough that this effect is super needed. Put that down there. Make the dark right there. So you see kind of a shadow, and then take this, make it green or whatever color you want. You can make it even blue for the VFX show, because that's the color scheme of the entire show, if you haven't noticed already. Make this a dark blue. Okay, now you can see how I kind of did this effect. Now obviously I added, movement and whatnot. Oh, here's a poster that I was making. Looks really nice. Oh, VFX show. This one looks pretty sweet, if I might say so myself. Now in this one I actually made it look so his hand, my hand came through the outside of it and then came out the inside, but that's just as simple as taking the shape, duplicating it, putting the shape over it, and just masking out the shape at that point, and as simple as that, and then it goes over it. So it goes over it, and then it goes out of it. So that's really how you do it. And you can add it really whatever. I'm actually gonna see what happens when I at the graveyard. I'll do here. Oh, scale it up. So bring down my levels. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the background. Turn down the level of it. Like super low like this. Take the background. Make it on screen. This. Bring down the opacity. We add like a scary background to it. Okay, yeah, that's kind of this is it. So, thank you guys for watching this live broadcast. This was a fun one. Probably like 0 people watched throughout the entire thing, but if you watched, if you're like one person who's watching it right now, cool beans, man, or a woman, I don't know. But thanks for watching, guys. If you watch this after the fact, like once it goes up on my channel, be sure, I'm not sure when I'm gonna do this, but I will tell you next time when I'm gonna do another live show, and I'm just gonna like tell you, hey, there's a live show now. Watch it like an hour before. But so I'll tell you guys next time. This one was kind of just like, hey, if this works. If it doesn't work out, I'm probably not going to do this anymore. But thanks, guys, for watching, and the broadcast will be over now.